Hello? I want to introduce you to my friend, broker owner John Stegner of the New Era Real Estate Group. He's got an office of 30 real estate agents that work for him, and it's probably one of the coolest places in town to work if you're a realtor because he teaches tribe marketing. He says, go find people that like the same types of things that you do, and you'll naturally be a great fit for them as their realtor. Here's another example of authority marketing. Look at this guy, teammazur.net. This guy is half wearing his soccer kit, half wearing his suit that he would wear as a real estate agent. And with this visual, he's saying that he's a soccer player and that he'd be a good fit as a realtor for other people who appreciate the sport of soccer. Now, this photo is in an indoor soccer facility at the Boulder Soccer Club. You know, this is the epicenter for soccer in this city. And if he's paying $100 a month, $200 a month, it's worth it, because if you're a parent that has a kid that plays soccer here, you probably see this sign a couple times a week. Year after year of going and playing soccer and bringing your child here, you're going to see this and you're going to think about him when you go to buy a house or sell your house. Tribe marketing. What is tribe marketing? Google defines this as a brand, communities, consumer tribes, and tribal marketing are much talked about terms in social media discourse, coined by Web 2.0 luminaries such as Seth Godin. Find out about the 3 factors that drive tribe experiences online and see how they change marketing as it used to be. Also known as authority marketing, defined as a new focal point for entrepreneurs. This authority status then allows them to dramatically amplify their message and convert their new audience into higher paying customers. In other words, it's the process for positioning yourself as an authority or even a celebrity in your marketplace. Well, in that case, tribe marketing and authority marketing are the same as farming, aren't they? And realtors have been practicing this strategy of farming their neighborhood for 100 years or more by being known as the go-to connector in the neighborhood, as the person who stays the most current with the events in that neighborhood. Pick any one of these little color blocks right here in the Denver metropolitan area and claim the spot as yours. How do you do that? There's tons of things that are specific to your neighborhood, and all you've got to do is publish a 1-minute video of you reviewing that thing. Now let me show you probably the most profitable keyword for any realtor in any neighborhood, and I'll demonstrate it right here. Schools in the Dry Creek neighborhood, Englewood, Colorado. So here they are. Oh, and wouldn't you know it, I've got a video on the first page for schools near Little Dry Creek, Englewood, Colorado. That's not even the exact keyword I typed in here. So it shows you the power of YouTube and ranking on the first page of Google. Anybody that types in this keyword, how about this one? High schools high schools in the Denver Tech Center. You know, anybody that types in this keyword is pre-qualified, pre-filtered to be someone that has a developed career, a developed family structure, and a developed bank account, who's pre-qualified to be a great home buyer. And so if you get this video up here, like the one I did for Justin, then more than likely there's going to be a decent amount of people that click on that video. And anybody that watches this video is
one of the best school systems in the state of Colorado.
So here we've got 28 views. Does he have to worry about that? He's only got 28 views? No, I don't think so. Because each one of those 28 people is highly qualified to be a customer for Justin. Now, Justin does home loans. He does mortgages. And he can still use this same strategy to drive more traffic to his website. And he's going to continuously collect view after view for, people that are looking for high schools near the Denver Tech Center.
So the next part of this strategy is finding out what keywords are people in your tribe going to type into the Google search engine. Well, instead of doing it for you, I've got an example that came across my experience just 2 days ago. I do have a list of the 5 most valuable keywords for any realtor, and you can download that list and an example of videos that I've made for those 5 most valuable keywords. This video is going to teach you about tribe marketing, authority marketing, and how to get buyers and sellers to call you. So I'm wearing my Psychographics t-shirt right now because this part of the strategy goes deep into the psychology of attracting people to who you are and what you do. And that's a strategy using psychographics, which combines demographics and somebody's behavior. So I've got a list here of all of the things that I consider to be people in my tribe. If you like to play soccer, you're in my tribe. If you're a father, a single father, we have something in common. I'm a marketing guy, so people see me as a go-to resource for small businesses that are looking for marketing advice. I focus on my health. So leadership is another thing that I love. I dive deep into this, and then hobbies. And that's where the example lies in the thing that happened to me 2 days ago. I just had an epiphany, a realization, and I was like, oh my God, I found more of my tribe. But let me give you an example here of some of the videos, some of the topics that would go with each one of these. Now, if you are someone that has all these things lined up like me, then whoa, we're at the core of the tribe. We could go backpacking together for 2 weeks in Europe. You know what I mean? Okay, so soccer, coaching, watching, playing. If I made a video about any one of these topics and I tied it to my geographical area, which is Inglewood, then I would naturally attract my tribe. There is somebody in Inglewood that is my age and likes to coach soccer. I bet I would be a really good friend or resource for that person, especially if I was a realtor and they didn't know a realtor. Here's some other examples. Father. Right now my daughter's 14 years old, so we've got this whole thing about consequences. I'm very familiar with cause and reaction in a teenager. And so I could easily make a video about what happens if a teenager doesn't do their chores. Another one would be fun. I also do like to have a lot of fun with my daughter when I can figure out a way to do something that we both have in common. It's getting harder and harder, but when I'm having fun with my daughter, I'm in my zone. And if you're another guy my age that has a daughter, and you see how this is going together? Marketing guys. So video, Google, AdWords, testimonials. I mean, that's the reason you're watching this video right now. I could go deep with all the marketing information that I can talk about, and I'm going to find other people who are interested in this same stuff, or who, they just know this is a topic that they need some more information on. If I can be a resource for them, if I can give value, then I'm entering into that free to fee mentality of marketing. Giving and then just building up this karma bank of reciprocity. When somebody receives, they sort of feel like somewhat compelled to give back. And that's how this free to fee marketing strategy works. You're out there getting in the way of future traffic. In the future, somebody's gonna type in fasting in Inglewood, and I could have easily made a video on intermittent fasting, or 3-day juice fasting, or going vegan for 21 days. I've done all these things, and it would be easy for me to talk about what I've experienced when I went through them, to give somebody some information about what they might experience when they go through that sort of thing. Okay, leadership, that's a big one for me. Not going to go into that right now, but hobbies. Hobbies is the one I'm going to go into. Tribe marketing, authority marketing, farming your neighborhood. This is getting found by people who are already looking for you. For my example in the hobbies circle of my life, I'm a swimmer, I'm a runner, I'm a skier, I do residential construction projects, and once in a while I go to concerts. Actually, concerts is probably one of the least practiced hobbies that I have. But 2 days ago, I went to see Led Zeppelin play at the Bluebird Theater. And I am completely hooked on tribute bands for groups like this. Some other examples are Who's Bad? You know who that one covers. There's Mini Kiss. Let's see. There's Night of Queen, Foo Fighters. There's Slack Babbitt, and Nearly Dan, the Steely Dan tribute band. And this group in particular, I believe, provided a better experience than I could have had if I would have gone to see Led Zeppelin when I was alive, or when the band was alive. Because this band was obviously younger, so they put forth more energy into the experience. They studied Led Zeppelin's performance. And, Led Zeppelin couldn't study their own performance because they were the artists at the time. They were out there performing, and each one of the musicians in this band was a musical superstar in his own right. So they all had individual performances and group performances, and I think that's what made it so good. You've got John Bonham, John Paul Jones, Jimmy Page, and Robert Plant. And each one of them brought their total effort into the 2-3 hour performance, captivated the audience for the entire time, brought us up, brought us down. They just did their homework. You could tell they studied all of the best parts of the art that Led Zeppelin had put together. And Les Zeppelin would no way be anywhere as good as they are now if it wasn't for them, you know, being carried on the backs of giants. So this isn't to take anything away from Led Zeppelin as a band, but to say that their legacy lives on through tribute bands. And whenever these bands are coming to town, I'm going to be there. I just love everything about it. It's definitely my tribe. And so I can make a video about tribute bands that were better than the originals. Or, you know, these types of keywords. But I would not have known that these keywords even existed unless I went to see a badass performance like this from a tribute band. So there's maybe a small following of people who go out there and say, you know, is it possible for tribute bands to be better than the originals? And for those people, they're going to find my video, they're going to see the footage that I recorded, and they're going to be able to comment about it. They're going to be entertained by my commentary about it. And it's just going to be a way for me to put myself out there, to say what I'm about, and to invite somebody to, you know, engage with me through social media. That's how easy it is. It doesn't have to take you any more time because you're already doing these hobbies. You're already out there swimming, running, skiing, doing landscaping projects in your backyard. All you've got to do is press that camera button, and anybody can press an on button. That's tribe marketing with video. So think what it would be like if you were the realtor who was known for going to all of the neighborhood meetings and being outspoken about all the code changes that were happening in the neighborhood, who was expressing themselves when culture was happening in their neighborhood, like special events or any of the ongoings. People would keep you top of mind, and they'd think of you when they went to buy or sell their house. Do you know what the sales cycle is on selling a house? It's like 3 months to a year.